Hello everyone and welcome back. Today is a little different because I am doing the 3 random color challenge, but before we get into the video, I wanted to say thank you to everybody for their kind comments and support. I've been really encouraged by all of you and it truly means so much. And I hope that you enjoyed today's video, which is the 3 color challenge. I prepared sketches ahead of time of just 3 faces that I thought would be fun to color in and play around with. And I decided to do 3 faces for 3 random colors, I guess. I don't really know. I thought 3 color groups and 3 faces would be interesting to play around with. But anyways, so for the first portrait, I closed my eyes and I chose these 3 green colors, and I was surprised by this, and I was kind of happy to see that there was a light tone and a mid-tone and kind of a darker shade as well. But I was kind of originally hoping that there would be like random colors, and this just feels like not very random, but I decided to just go with it anyways. So to start off, I just blocked in the colors for the shadows with my mid-tone, and then I went all over with the lightest color for a base tone for the face. I feel like I could have tried a little harder to think about preserving my highlights, but I told myself I could bring those back with gouache, which is okay. The only problem I find when I do this is the gouache usually picks up the color of whatever is under it. So unless I do layers of the highlighted area, the highlights will usually end up being a little duller and won't have that juicy effect that they're supposed to. But yeah, I think it turned out okay. With this spread, I wasn't trying to create any masterpieces. I really just wanted to play with colors and be a little messy and do experimenting. So for the second portrait, I closed my eyes again and picked these blue tones, I guess. I actually was pretty disappointed with this color grouping So I seriously considered doing a redraw, but I decided to just go with it. I was really hoping to pick some colors that weren't in the same color family, like for example orange, purple, and maybe like a blue or something. But after some internal debate, I decided if I kept redrawing every time I didn't like random colors that I got, then it wouldn't really be all that random. So I did a little color swatch in the corner and got started with laying down the shadows. The colors I had were all pretty light, so I did what I could to try and get some value variation with what I had. Also, the other thing that made this difficult was the crease in the paper. I have no idea what possessed me to draw over the crease of my sketchbook, but for some reason I did. I guess I see a lot of other artists do it all the time, like it's no big deal, and it always looks so amazing and seems to add to whatever they're working on. But I don't really know. Perhaps I just need to keep trying, but let me know if you draw like this and if you like it or not, or if you just draw on each page and not try and draw over the middle. But yeah, after I attempted to build up some value with these pastel-ish colors, I went in with a fine liner and did some line art. I don't usually do line art, but I felt like it was the missing piece for all these portraits, so I used it to just define and try and make everything pop and stand out. For most of the portraits, there's only 3, for these I used my blue fine liner and I think it turned out really well. For the last one, I did use red because it went with the color scheme a little bit better, but I'm really happy I didn't just use a normal black one. So, on the final portrait, I picked these pink tones and a gray. However, I did end up cheating on this one and felt like a redraw on the gray color was necessary, and it kind of backfired because I just ended up with a different gray, but this one was a warmer gray, so I felt like it could work a little bit better. Maybe next time I do a challenge like this, I'll remove all the grays from the bag so that I have a better chance of drawing unique color combinations. But anyways, I decided I might as well swatch these colors and give it a go. And I did surprise myself because the lighter pink that I had and the warm gray blended pretty well together, and I didn't expect that. And in the end, I don't think it looks too bad. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, but now we have the Powerpuff Girls here. I literally looked down when I was done with these portraits and realized I had all the Powerpuff Girl colors. So accidental fan art, maybe? But speaking of fan art, I've been reading all the comments on the video where I was asking if you would all like to see some fan art that I make, and I promise I'm planning on some. I just take a long time figuring out my compositions and deciding on poses and materials and all of the things that I would like to use. So I promise I will be making some, but I don't know when you'll see it on this channel. But that being said, I hope you enjoyed this week's sketchbook spread, and I hope to see you here again next week. And if you would like to check me out on Instagram, I'll have the link in the video description. I don't post there very often, but I'm trying to get in a better habit. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week, and bye!